Hello everyone, I have a message to share with you, and it goes like this. Hello my brother, how are you? I want to confess that I am a witch. Growing up, I was raised by my grandmother, as my mother died under strange circumstances. After her death, one night, I woke up in the middle of a graveyard. I wasn't dreaming, I was physically there. Somehow, my grandmother had taken me out of the house and brought me to the graveyard. It was just me, my grandmother, and some other elderly women. I was terrified because my grandmother was speaking in a different tongue, and I couldn't communicate with her. That's when I realized she had chosen me to become a witch. My grandmother had sacrificed my mother. On that night, she spoke a few words in that strange language, and like magic, my mother's coffin started rising out of her grave without anyone digging it up. The coffin just appeared on top of the grave. Then, my grandmother instructed a young woman who was there to open my mother's coffin. When she did, I saw my mother slowly climbing out of it, as if she was in a trance. After she climbed out, she laid down on the grave. My grandmother was then handed something that looked like a butcher knife, and they started cutting her into pieces. My brother, I am here to confess the things we do when it is time for us to offer sacrifices. If you met me, you would never think I am a witch, but I was chosen from a very young age. As a young girl, my grandmother would send me to our neighbors' houses to steal things like clothes or shoes. She would pour charms on these items, and then I would return them without anyone noticing. My grandmother also taught me how to cause a woman to have continuous miscarriages by using her underwear in rituals. I did this once to a woman who lived in the same place I was renting. I try to be a good person, even though I am a witch. I don't harm everyone I meet, but if someone crosses a certain line, I must fight, and they won't win. This woman gossiped about me, saying I tried to seduce her husband, which was a lie. By doing this, she crossed the line, and I couldn't control the spirit of revenge inside me. Once this spirit is awakened, it can only be calmed by human blood. I tried to break her marriage, but failed because the ritual I needed to perform required physical contact. Until one evening, I joined my witch friends at our meeting place near a crossroads. We meet in such places because we aim to mislead people and make them miss their blessings. That woman had denied her true husband years before, and after many failed relationships, she finally married him, though she regretted it. She didn't know that this man held the key to her destiny. She was guided to the place where I was staying by evil spirits, and I was assigned to bewitch her. After she gossiped about me, I was given permission to attack her spiritually. My advice is never to insult anyone, as you might unknowingly provoke someone with witchcraft. When she accused me of seducing her husband, I was angry and was given permission to bewitch her. Often, we work with a relative who shares the same bloodline as our target. Everything in the spiritual realm follows rules, and witches know how to manipulate them. I was told that to make the charm work, I needed physical contact with her. Her relatives were unhelpful, so I decided to use her panties. She had a habit of leaving them outside for a day or two after wearing them. I would sprinkle some herbs on them and then return them to the washing line. After performing the ritual, I moved to a different place to avoid suspicion, knowing I had damaged her womb for life. Dear listeners, that was a message sent to me by an anonymous source.